What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about NASCAR and Forza. Is NASCAR racing going to make a return to the series? Let's talk about it. As we all know, over the past couple of weeks, Turn 10 has been revealing new tracks that are going to be in the new game. Some tracks are older, such as Road America and Maple Valley, making a return to the game. But we also have had some brand new ones, such as Kailami Circuit, a new fictional track called Grand Oak Raceway, and another new fictional track that has me the most curious, and that is Eagle Rock Speedway, a short track oval. This is what's got me thinking about NASCAR. Let's take a step back and look at how NASCAR was first introduced to the series back in 2009 with the title of Forza Motorsport 3. Now, it wasn't exactly the entire sport of NASCAR, but it was 3 different stock cars from 3 different manufacturers, those at the time being Chevy, Ford, and the great Dodge Charger. These 3 cars, along with the online multiplayer and the creative ability to make some amazing custom paint schemes for these cars, NASCAR and Forza were born. Yes, there was not a whole lot of oval track racing to be had, but this truly was the start. 2 years after this, the legacy continues into Forza Motorsport 4, where again, these 3 cars, the Monte Carlo, the Fusion, and the Charger all make a return to Motorsport 4, and the popularity continues to grow, as around this time, EA Sports' contract with NASCAR has just ended, and there was a couple of years where we just did not have a NASCAR title until Eutechnyx took over. But during that time, Motorsport 4 and games like Gran Turismo 5 did keep NASCAR alive for the time being. Skipping ahead a few years, we come to 2015 when Forza Motorsport 6 is released, and this is when we finally get a true NASCAR expansion. This was big for the series. This expansion at the time featured an all-new NASCAR World Tour career with over 10 hours of racing and included 24 NASCAR models from the 2016 season from teams like Joe Gibbs, Chip Ganassi, Stuart Haas, Hendrick, Penske. This expansion even included some voiceover work from Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, and Chase Elliott. This is the first time Homestead Miami Speedway was available in a Forza game, and not only that, but this expansion did add a lot of new features to the gameplay. We're talking rolling starts, a new quick stop mode, and a more complex drafting model, because we all know NASCAR is all about the draft. This DLC wasn't important just because it brought NASCAR back to Forza. In fact, this same year of 2016 is when the first NASCAR Heat game was released to Xbox One and PS4. And well, we all know how that kind of went. This DLC at the time only cost you $20 and stayed in the Microsoft Store for nearly 3 years until it was finally discontinued September 15th of 2019. Although gone from the Microsoft Store, Motorsport 7 was already 2 years into its release and was now having its turn at keeping the sport alive within Forza. The same stock cars returned to the game with new paint schemes for the 2017 NASCAR season, but at this time, Motorsport Games' 4th title in the Heat series is out, and is actually not that bad. In fact, it was a great improvement from previous NASCAR Heat games, but over the years, it was only a matter of time before Heat 5 comes and goes, all the way up until now, where we have NASCAR 21 Ignition, and again, same thing with the first Heat title. We know how this dumpster fire has been doing. And no, the 2022 expansion pack did not help. To this day, Ignition 21 remains pretty much unplayable for, I would say, 90% of people who want to play a NASCAR game, but simply cannot get a car to drive straight no matter what you do. But that's enough about that game. Up until this very day, Motorsport 7 continues to keep NASCAR alive within the Forza series, with hundreds of fan-made paint schemes that you can download to your cars, and a decent number of actual tracks that the series visits during the season, with the actual NASCAR layouts to them. It might be a little tough to find these days, but if you try hard, you could probably find yourself in a lobby with other drivers just like you, just trying to get in some good NASCAR racing, who don't necessarily want to pay for iRacing or have the ability to play any of the older titles that are on PC. So the question is Eagle Rock Speedway a teaser to what's to come for NASCAR returning to Forza once again? Or did they really model this brand new short track oval just to race some Audi sedans and some Camaros and Corvettes around? I highly doubt that's the case. If you guys have kept up with the new Forza Motorsport news, it has been said over and over again, we know there's going to be over 500 cars at launch in the new game. Now that being said, there is a really good chance that the older models from the previous game do show up, but we do have to think about the number of tracks coming to the game at launch. And that number is only 20, and I believe at this time we have maybe 15 confirmed. It's not looking the best for the NASCAR series at launch for Forza Motorsport, but I feel like this could be somewhat understandable. There have been a lot of new advancements and a lot of new technology brought to the series, with a focus on real motorsport racing from different series all around the world. And what happens when you incorporate real-world race cars with real sponsors into a game? You have to have the licensing for them. And my best guess is Turn 10 was not extremely caught up in trying to get licensing for the new motorsport game, especially since sponsors change from year to year. Trying to secure these contracts 1 or 2 years before release probably wouldn't work out in every case. With that being said, my final prediction is this. Will NASCAR be in the game at launch? I think we could have the old stock car models from the old game in there. We may have 1 or 2 tracks on the roster that NASCAR does visit, maybe 3 if we're lucky. But I do think it will kind of be a Forza Motorsport 6 scenario where down the line, maybe a couple of years, once the game is up and running very smoothly, I think that's when Turn 10 will go ahead and try to work towards getting licensing for all of these sponsors, all of these drivers, these race teams, and I do think this is the best way to go. I feel like if it's done this way, more effort and more time and energy will be put into this singular sole project of a NASCAR expansion, rather than trying to fit it in with everything else at the beginning of the game right away. I might be wrong, I don't know, that's just kind of my own opinion. But this is where I want to leave it up to you guys in the comments. Please let me know, do you think NASCAR is going to come back to Forza? Do you think it's going to be in the game right away? Do you think it will come down the road? I'd like to hear all your thoughts, all your opinions. I really enjoy reading the comments section. It always gives me new ideas, new ways to think about something, and a lot of you make good points. If you guys have made it to the end of the video, thank you very much. I appreciate you so much for being here. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave me a like. If you have any thoughts, leave me a comment down below. And subscribe for more Forza Motorsport videos just like this one. Until next time, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.